Hey, welcome in if you're catching the replay. I'm really just packaging and I thought I'd come on live. I haven't been on for a very long time. Some updates and stuff like that. It's been kind of crazy around here. We still fulfilling orders and all of that. It's just been kind of nuts. Um, with me working full time now and doing the business, and I have an event coming up, and I'm in 2 other events, so it's been kind of nuts. So I'm really sorry we haven't been on here very much, which kind of sucks. I really miss doing it. So hopefully we've gotten like I kind of gotten like more of a schedule or a groove to it. So we'll be doing a lot more, um, filming more videos, getting a little bit more scheduled. Um, just stuff, life keeps happening and it messes up the plan. But hopefully that's a little more under control now. But hello, welcome in. Yeah, so I'm just here packaging up some flowers. They're all separated right now, so that I can go ahead and get them into the bags. I'm making these because I had put it on my junk journal. Welcome in, welcome in. I had put them on my junk journal, and it had I wanted real flower, or I guess 3D flowers, I guess, on it. Um, I when I first saw the picture that I made, so this paper is all my paper. You can get it on the site or on the TikTok shop, either one. But I was putting together this book for my papers, and as soon as I saw this cover, under this she has flowers all the way around. I knew I wanted to do something like this where I put flowers on it. And I had an idea in my head, and luckily I was able to find the flowers to do it, and it came out really, really pretty. I'm not completely done with this. As you can see, it's still a little small. So I'm still adding in some stuff on it. But like I said, you can still get these papers. This is what the photo actually looks similar to. It's not the exact same one, but it's similar to this, where the photo with all the flowers on the hair and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. I can't remember if I have one with that same picture or not. But yeah, so I made this book, and so I'm packaging up flowers for anybody that wants flowers to go along with their order. I'm trying to think, I might actually make this into a, because it's a full collection. There is a paper set, there is stickers, there's, gosh, it's like packed. It's papers, stickers, bookmarks, a planner. I know I'm missing something. uh, all kinds of stuff I made with these, like 2 different stickers. Oh, some paper dolls. I know I'm forgetting something. If you look on the website, the whole collection, you can actually get the page where you can just see the full collection on one page. But this one's really fun, and I'm still kind of working on mine to finish it all up. So I think it'll be kind of cool when it's all done, once I get a chance to finish her up. But I thought I'd just hang out. People have been asking questions about different things, from some of my older videos, actually, like cricket questions, stuff like that. So I thought I'd come on here if anybody had questions about anything, or just to hang out and chat. If you're over on the TikTok side, you're more than welcome to put a request to hop on, um, as long as you're following me and everything. And then if you're over on the YouTube side, don't forget to say hello. I love this. Okay, so if you guys are not familiar with me, my brother and I basically, well, I started a long time ago, actually. I've been doing this for like almost, what, 20 years or something, teaching and doing all of that. But I wasn't expecting to have like a shop. Not like this. I was going to have the shop just for like extra supplies, or if I put together little things to do during my classes like that. But then um, I got with my brother and we started doing different things, and we came up with this tool for book covers when you're doing junk journals or anything like that, or mini albums. So that kind of launched the store to happen more. That wasn't that. No sound? You're not hearing me? Nobody's hearing me? Can we not be heard? Oh, let me see. Let me find out what's happening. You should be able to hear me. Might be just on the TikTok side. Yeah, looks like it's just on the TikTok side. Oh, TikTok updated. All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I think you can hear me now. I'm seeing it like registering now. Yeah? Okay. No? Yeah? Maybe? How about there? Does that sound good? I see it registering my sound. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, that's my brother. If you guys are hanging out, telling me there's no sound all this time over on the TikTok side. YouTube side has sound just fine, but apparently TikTok, every time it updates, something happens. And it updated, and again, something happened. So yeah, cool. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, look what I made. I made me a bag stuffer funnel thing. It's a cool part about having a 3D printer. It's kind of neat because if I need something, or we need something for the house, but mostly when we need something for the business, we can just print it. And it was quick, but it helps me to package everything up faster. It always takes me so much time to get everything in these bags. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm sorry if you missed everything I said if you're over on the TikTok side. Um, so if you're just joining me, I am just packaging up. I was showing you this, which is a book that I was working on, a junk journal, and that's the reason I came up with these, because I had kind of a vision for this, and I wanted it with a bunch of like 3D flowers. So I got them and they worked out perfectly. I wasn't able to find like exactly the same flowers, all of them, but I did find most of them, or at least all the sizes, so it'll be really cool. So these are going to be sets that are in the shop that you can get. I'm just going to finish taking some photos, and those will be up this weekend along with every other embellishment you can think of that I need to finish getting up there. But it does go with, these are perfect for that collection. Um, that is the Bold Blooming Beauty collection, and it's actually a huge collection. It is junk journal paper, or whatever paper you like to use it for, scrapbook, junk journal, but it is perfectly sized for junk journals. Um, and then you can also get uh, a sticker set of the dolls, another sticker sheet set for planners. So there's actually also a planner that you can get that matches it. I even have a Pomodoro timer that you can check out on YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube channel and you're not sure what a Pomodoro timer is, you can see it on my YouTube, but it matches this, which is really cute. I liked it so much that I even made myself, I use X-Tiles, which is like a productivity kind of software. It keeps track of everything, all my different projects and stuff like that that I'm doing. I have a huge event coming up for junk journaling, and I'm in a couple of other events. But yeah, so I even like made some, I guess like a template or whatever for X-Tiles that all matches the collection because I liked it so much. But yeah, so these should be up this weekend, like I said. This makes this so much faster. Oops. And if you're new here, go check out the website. It's misfitcrafterstudio.com or misfitcraftermenagerie.com. Either one, you can get to the website and see all the stuff here. You can also go to the TikTok shop. If you go to my profile, there's a shop attached to this one, and there's also one for Misfit Crafter Menagerie. So we have the shop on there and on the website. The website's going to have more for sure. And it's going to have some exclusives that are not in the TikTok shop. But the TikTok shop has most of the stuff, just not everything. There are some things that are only made to order that we put on the website that take a little longer to create for you. And then usually my my junk journals end up over there too. Good, welcome in if you're just joining. Also, I encourage that if you're on YouTube to head over to TikTok and go ahead and follow over there. If you're on TikTok, head over to my YouTube and all my other social media and go ahead and follow over there. I'm trying to build up the YouTube a bit more and rebuild up my other socials because I spent so much time on TikTok that I kind of neglected the other ones for a while. I'm running out of space. Okay. But yeah, so I don't know. I was just saying, I thought I would pop on and say hello because it's been quite a while. I know I had people asking me on YouTube some questions about the Cricut. One of them recently being about doing the print and cut on your phone or mobile device. Well, you know what? I forgot to bring my phone over here. I'll grab that in a bit and I'll show you exactly how to use that because some people are asking me about that one. I guess they were having a problem being able to actually print and cut off of it. The only thing I can think of is that maybe it wasn't set to actually print and cut, or it's just hard to find because they keep changing it. I haven't done it on my mobile device in a little while. What were some of the other questions I've been getting? Oh, questions about the tool. So this tool that we have, like I said, this is two different tools actually right here. Mine is dirty because I use mine. I gotta clean it up a little, but this is the book cover ultimate guide tool, and then this is a little add-on tool that goes with it to do extra things. But it's really cool because you can use it for making your book covers, but then you have this little tool that is like a distressor. There's a little bit of a ruler. There's a center guide. You can cut off angles for cards and tags. Plus it has corner rounders on each side over here. Corner rounder templates to be able to corner round things. I can show you. I will show you as soon as I'm done packaging this, a little demonstration on how to use that. Because there have been people asking on the video. I do have like a couple of promo videos on there. One goes a little fast because it's more of a promo video. But a little tip, if you are looking at the promo video for this and it's a little too fast for you on YouTube, if you go up into the right corner, and actually somebody thought I was doing like a time lapse where I was speeding up the time lapse. I'm not. It's actually that fast and easy to use it. Hello. But yeah, so like if you do need it to get slowed down, if you go into the settings on your YouTube and just slow it down by, I think it's like to 75%, it'll go a bit slower, might be a little easier, but it's just that it's like super duper easy to use. It doesn't really take that long to use it. It's kind of cool. A lot of people will at first get scared of it because they think it's going to be more complicated than it really is. And then once you get used to it, you're like, oh, it's so. Hello, welcome in. Hey, Karen. I know it's been a while, everybody. All right. Oh my gosh, this is so much faster. It was driving me crazy. So yeah, this is the book that it's all on. And so what we're going to do too this year, if you haven't noticed, we haven't been putting out as many paper sets as we usually do. And that's because last year was kind of crazy. We were coming in and out here. I had just moved back to California. We all had just moved to this house, and it was kind of crazy. We're trying to find our footing. We're finally kind of getting there. But now we found out we might have to move again. um, so yeah, but we were putting out a lot of papers and collections last year, but we didn't get a lot of time to advertise them, and they were kind of like towards the end of the season. So we're kind of reintroducing everything this year. A lot of the collections on how to use them. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos showing you the older collections. And none of them are that old. They're only about like a year or something. If that. Some of them are only a few months old. But I'm basically going to be reintroducing the collection through the season, and then there might be like 1 or 2 sets of papers or different types of products that are going to come out as well, besides just paper products and stuff like that, more crafty stuff and all that we have. Definitely going to be doing the tools still because fabulous. It makes so many things so much easier. Some improvements on some. 11, 18, something is missing. Is it you? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it must be you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it was that one. Yeah, the size of it looked a little off. You get 20 pieces in this, by the way. So if you want to get this set, they're all random colors, so nobody's going to get exactly the same set unless it's some weird coincidence. But you're going to get 5 of the large sized flowers like that. And like I said, everybody's a little bit different. You're going to get 5 of the medium sized flowers, 5 of the smalls, and 5 of the extra smalls. And it's so you can kind of work them in however you like. It just depends on how many that you want to like add on there, and depending on what photo like you use, if you want to use it for a card, if you want to use it for something else. But it's nice because they kind of like all intertwined together, and they all fit really nicely, which I really love. These is really cute. See if I get a close up on those. Kind of. It's not completely focusing, but just so you can get an idea of what each kind looks like. Let's see if we can get it to focus. It's being mean, it doesn't want to focus. I might have taken the autofocus off, but you can see them. They're really cute. I love all the fluffiness of them and how much is in there. But yeah, you get 20 of them for $6.99. Yeah, you could double check that. It's $6. I think it's $6.99. I know it wasn't more than $7. So it's either $6.99 or slightly under. Double check it. But I'll be listing those probably in the morning, along with a few others. So yeah, you get 20 of them, which I was seeing was actually a really good price, because I saw some people where these were listed, the small ones, like these littler ones, they were like $8 for like 10. You can get 20 of them. It's kind of cool. Let me put this. What's hard is opening this. Now I just need to figure out something that helps me open these faster. There's got to be something, because they always come already closed. Okay, my box is running out of space. I keep ending up, it's the little pieces of the, like, the resin chips and stuff like that that come off. It's not like these are broken, it's just that, like, because they're resin, there's sometimes a little extra piece that's hanging on it that eventually breaks off on its own. That's supposed to come off. And so it's like little bits in there each time that kind of stick around. Got just a few more. And like I said, everybody's is going to be, each package is going to be slightly different, but same general colors. If you are looking for a specific color, I could try to pull it out. If you see one and you want me to hold it for you, I'll show you all the packages. But if you see one and you want me to hold it for you, just let me know. Again, you can make an order either on the Misfit Crafter Studio, and all my links are in my profile. There's one directly to my shop online, and then you should also see one for my TikTok shop in there. It's Misfit Crafter Menagerie is the shop name on both my website and on TikTok if you want to find it, along with the collection that I use these flowers on. Hello, welcome in. Almost done. I have just enough bags for this. I got one more thing I need to package. I'm gonna be out of bags for it. I have some other bags that I can use though. I have two more left to package up. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yesterday I kept recounting these two on the end for some reason. Because I could not find it. Oh yeah, I called my brother today. D, when I called you about the cilantro. There's a whole bunch. So like we were out in the garden trying to just weed a little bit during my break and stuff. My mom told me that she found a patch of cilantro and parsley and something else. I still got to go back and see what else was there. I didn't have a lot of time. But the people that lived here before and us were putting together like vegetable garden and all that. But they must have had a patch of where they had all the herbs and spices. They had a lot of like onion chives and garlic chives and all that on the property already. It just kind of grows naturally, I guess. But there's a huge patch of cilantro, and I was like, yes, because we have a patch of cilantro that my brother planted, or kind of just threw some cilantro seeds, see what happened, and they're growing. But on another level, where we're supposed to just have like a big grassy area, my mom found like a whole patch of just cilantro on there. And parsley. It was definitely cilantro and parsley. There's a third one, and I can't figure out what it is because I couldn't smell it. I don't know if it was just not strong enough, or my nose is all funny, or it's just a weed. But it does look like an herb. It kind of looks like, what do I want to say? Thyme? Not thyme. What's the other one with the bigger leaves? I can't think of it. What's it called? The one with the bigger leaves. It is... It's not thyme. Thyme is the one with all the tiny leaves. It's the one that's sheep. It's not the. It's definitely not basil. That would have been great if it was basil, because basil's not growing over there. It's still really small. All right, so we got lots of packs. If you do see a pack that you prefer the colors out of, you can definitely let me know, and I can hold on to it for you. I think we have 40 packs available. This is like the biggest one that I've ever got. I usually don't carry that many. But this one they gave it to me like even less, so I was able to get a little bit different amount. But you can see, like, if you see one, just tell me like, ooh, that one, and I'll do that. It's not thyme, it's not basil. I can't think of the stupid name. Tell me some herbs, you guys. Not thyme, not basil. It's like, it's it's an ovally shaped leaf, but about maybe that big, like that. No, it's not a mint. It's more like one of those fuzzier leaf ones, but it wasn't that fuzzy. I'll have to grab it and see if I can figure out which one it was. It wasn't a bay leaf because that's bigger and you could tell the bay leaves. It's the other ones. The other one. The one sage. But like the bigger sage. It might be sage, but it's those really bigger sage that you like mostly would cook with. Not like little sage. Not the really small leaf sage, the bigger leaf sage. I think that's what it is. There's one more though. I'm missing something. It's really cool. And the lettuce is gigantor. We planted romaine lettuce and it's nice and big. It's not picking big yet, but it's really close. The cilantro we planted is pretty okay size. The cilantro, that's the weird thing. The cilantro that my mom found, was already like big leaves, bigger than the ones we planted. And it is definitely cilantro. Yeah, maybe next one. People going, are you sure? I'm like, it's cilantro for sure. 1000%, it's cilantro. I will be cooking with some tonight because I want some chicken tacos or something tonight. This looks good. I don't think I'm gonna fit these all in here. I need something thicker. I don't think I have a bigger one. Oh well, I guess some of them will go in here and the rest are gonna go in a container because that looks weird. Or you guys just buy them that fast so I can empty this out, please. And they are so cute. But yeah, we're waiting for it to cool down and get back out there. It's hot today. It's still like 80 something over here. Is it cooler over there, Dee? Where you're at? Because it's warm. It's still like 85 here right now. I'm trying to get them to like fit in between the other ones. On the side. On the side works. Okay. I always stuff these a lot. Supplies, like all last week. I don't know, we keep having weird weather. We'll get super warm and then we'll get super cold. And we'll get super warm and get super cold. Okay. Let's see. Those are going to go in the shop. You're going to be seeing these flowers in the shop. So you can mix and match them with it as well if you want to. Those will be in there. These really, really cute little scissors. Those are going to go in there. I might change the bag on these because it's so big and I don't think it really needs to be that big. But then it's just going to take me time to redo it, so I don't want to do it. And then there is going to be a collection that's going to go along with these guys. So look out for those with the collection. How about everyone else? Yeah. It's 75. It's like a whole 10 degrees cooler over there. Dang it. Yeah. Is anybody else like that warm already? Oh. And then, so you get some hints at some of the collections that are coming out. 87 in San Antonio. Yeah, see, it's like warm this year. So these are little hints of some of the collections that are going to be coming out. So this is going to go with another collection. Those are going to be coming out soon. We have these pretty little guys. I love these. These are glass. At first I thought they were acrylic, and it turned out they were glass, and I did not know that. I don't know if you can see them. There they go. I don't know why it's having such a hard time. Oh, probably because of the foil. It's probably making it harder to focus. And then these are also glass. These are little, actually, no, I think these are the acrylic ones. These are strawberries. Although they do feel like glass. I think they might actually be glass. I have to double check them. But these are really cute little pink strawberries. It's hard to see it. They look really light on camera, but they're actually darker. And they almost like color change a little bit because of the way that they're made. They have like a really cool thing to them. Um, yeah, along with a few other things you'll be seeing. I'm also gonna do like a few packs of. They gave me like a thing with my last order. Um, but I'm thinking I'm gonna put together like little packs like this, where you will get like 20 or something miscellaneous little like there'll be themes like these are kind of like food item ones, um, things like that where they're like miscellaneous ones or leftovers because sometimes they don't like I'll have a little bit of like leftover pieces that I can't make a full set and then I'll mix and match them with other things. Um, so I'll probably be putting some of those. I am going to be having an oopsie sale soon. If I can get it all together by Sunday, we might have an oopsie sale on Sunday. And the way that that works is that if something like doesn't quite print to our standards, then I put them in an oopsie sale. This is kind of one. This might, I gotta go through these and see which ones will. But it's sometimes like, see how like something like that happened and it's like taking, sometimes it comes over to the front. I don't, it's not such a big deal if I get like a little smudge on the back, but I don't like sending them out when they have big old smudges. Or they misprinted, like this one printed all the way over here. You're getting a sneak peek of a collection, by the way. Uh, but things like that. So basically what I do is I grab a whole bunch of the misprints, things that print it like that. And then we just kind of thumb through a set. I go off of how many sheets there are and how badly, not even badly, most of them there really isn't any issue. They just don't look 100% the way I like to send them out. Um, but they're totally usable and everything like that. And then we'll let you know how much they are. You claim it and then you pay for it at the end of the live, and then we send them to you. So we will have that oopsie sale. I'm hoping, like I said, on Sunday. I'm just trying to finish up some other things um, that I have to do for some events. So to let you know, you guys get a little bit of a sneak announcement, a sneak peek announcement. What do you want to call it? Do this for me though, if you can. Do some tapping and some following and say hello. Be sure to hit the thumbs up if you're over on YouTube. If you're over on TikTok, if you can do that little bit of tapping, that helps a lot. Sharing, following, all of that. So if you joined us last year, we did our first ever junk journal retreat. It was a virtual retreat that we did online. It was really, really fun. It was a few days, and then we had, thank you. Um, so we had a retreat last year in May, and then, which was fantastic. I had never, we did it because we never had an event like that for junk journals and mini albums and things like that, and for art journaling. And so it was did fantastic, better than we thought. We like, I think, almost doubled our goal because we were still, starting out really small. And but it did really good, and people really loved it. We did a follow-up event challenge right after it. This time, so yeah, so then in October, we did another one with more of an autumn theme, spooky theme, autumn holidays, and we're talking like holidays from everywhere, that kind of thing. Um, but it's more art journal-y, reflections and seminars and or webinars, I should say, and projects and everything that we do. So we are having another one this year. It is going to be May 6th, 7th, and 8th. But this time it's going to be a little bit more intimate. We're going to change it up just a teensy weensy bit and like very little bit. You'll get full details when we announce it in a couple of weeks fully, but be on the lookout for that. If you want to be on the mailing list to know when that actually happens, be sure to jump over to my website and just sign up for the mailing list if you're not already, or sign up for the free membership. That'll put you on the mailing list as well. Again, if you're either on YouTube or TikTok, follow each. Go to all of my socials on either one. It's a perfect time. Um, but if you head over to my website, you can sign up for the newsletter. I don't send it out very often. It's like once a month. I don't go too crazy with emails or anything like that unless there's an event happening. You might get every once in a while, like 3 in 1 week because something's happening, and it's just kind of leading up to it, but usually not too bad. But if you sign up for that, you'll get to know firsthand when the event happens, all the details for it. I can say like the first 2 days are going to be um, where we'll be doing a few videos and stuff, and then on the 8th is going to be for ticket holders only. Uh, that it's a full day of live seminars, demonstrations, all kinds of stuff all day long. Basically every hour on the hour we do something new. But it's really fun. We had a ton of fun. I don't know if there was anybody here that attended last time, uh, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But that's what I've been working on that for a while now. So uh, it's been kind of busy. And then I'm in 2 summits that are coming out. One in June, one in July. I can't exactly remember again when those come out. One's for card making, one's for scrapbooking. I've been working on my projects for that, which are really, really fun. Um, and they usually come with like all kinds of things. When I do those, I'm one of those people like I always give a freebie, a giveaway, all kinds of stuff like that. I know this event that I'm doing, the uh, the retreat is going to be full of stuff again. Last time we had a crazy amount of volunteers and things given to us. Our speakers came back saying, hey, I also wanted to do this. Oh, can I also share this? And so they kept coming back, which is really cool because they kept sharing more and more. So everybody that actually got like a paid ticket, they got so much. It was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. I'll thumb through this one so that way you can see this collection. That's where the flowers were coming from, the ones that I was packaging right now. I have to redo this still. I still haven't finished up the full book yet, but I'm still working on it. But you can get an idea of what the papers will look like. I did have to cut these down really small because I made these pages a lot smaller than I normally would make like on a junk journal. So this is more of a mini album, or I don't know if you call it like a flip book or something like that. It's not, yeah, it's more like a mini album, I guess. So I have those in there. This one I made a cute little pocket out of. And then there's this one. I love this. It's so cute. So you can imagine putting all of those flowers on here. I think that looks so neat. Little pop-ups. And each of those collections, you can either get them printed or digitally. These are little hidden paper clips. They come with all of my new collections now. There's a file for hidden paper clips, and then there's a video on how to make them. They're really, really simple to put together, which is really fun. Here's another one. And each of these, like these ones, have a pocket up top right here. Oh, it's kind of closing it, but there is another pocket up here. So there's pockets either on the side or on the top, or like that. Then we have another one like that. I still got to put a paper here. Like I said, I never got to quite finish this, but I will finish working on it when I get a chance because it's going to pop out like that. And I just got to clean it up and make it whole. So these are some of the other pages that are going to go in here. So this is like what a full-size page would look like for it. It is cut down a little bit, a little more than it should be because of the size of the book. And then we have this and this, and then we have our little flip-ups. I still need to put something on the back right here. I don't like leaving it just all naked like that. It looks weird to me. And then pockets, and then this little pocket here, the back. And then I made this little like folio type of thing, just a little pocket type book out of some papers. And then this one, I accidentally hit it when I was putting it in and I wrinkled it all up. But I know if I wet this a little bit, I can actually smooth this paper out and like flatten it. It'll get smooth again. The paper that we print on, as you can see, like it pops. Like the paper we print on, this is what, if you order it printed, it looks like this. It's not one of those things where you see it online and then you get it and you're like, oh, that color is a lot duller than I thought it was going to be. It pops and you're not even seeing it. Like it's way more vivid than what you're probably even seeing, which is really cool. Because whether it is bright like this or vintagey, it just looks pretty. Uh, it looks super pretty because of the popping of just the type of paper, and it's all smooth and pretty. I love the way this one feels, and this is cool. So yeah, if you want to grab that, I will show you how to use this now. I know a lot of people always ask how to use this one. So we have, let me grab 2 samples here. This one's a little funny, but because it's the Halloween version. This was a special limited edition color. We have like a couple left, a few left. If you do still want to grab the limited edition, there was a lavender, orange lavender limited edition for last October. Kind of Halloweeny, but I think I like it. You bought digital? Yeah, I like it. It's a pretty. If you buy digital, if you get the same paper, like I said, we don't gatekeep our paper. Oh, this one fell a little bit, but it's Koala brand 33-pound double-sided matte photo paper or presentation paper. If you print it on that, it comes out popping like that. This is like, oh, this might be one of the ones. We were working on packaging because that thing keeps falling off. But this is the original tool, so you can buy it either by itself or together with this kit, or you can buy this kit separately if you already have the tool. This is the 9-piece binding upgrade kit, so it gives you a little bit more options besides just this. And really, this isn't just this because it does all kinds of things, because you get an edge guide. So, I mean, this is an edge guide, both sides that you can use just for a straight edge, anything like that. And then you have the spine gap tool, which is right here. So this helps you to get the perfect gap between your spine when you're making your book cover. And then you have the 1-inch edge right here. So this is exactly 1 inch and this is exactly 1 inch. So when you put this in, you're going to put your papers under here. And like I said, I'll show you in a little bit. It gives you a perfect 1-inch border all the way around, and it doesn't cross over funny like another tool does. You'll see what I'm talking about. And then you got your corner miters, but we have 2 different ones for 2 different sizes of things, and I'll go over that as well. And then you have a little corner eyelet tool, so you can pop in eyelets in some books. I'm trying to see if I have one of my books that has an eyelet. I'll probably grab one in a second. But this helps you to poke holes like in the corners of your books and stuff like that when you want to add in binding. And then we had found like other uses. People found like all kinds of different things. They're like, hey, I use it for this, I use it for that. But those are the basics of this one. And then we have this guy over here that comes with a bunch of different things. So you get this little multifunction tool, little plate that pops right into this. And what this does is when you use this extra piece here, you can switch out the original. The original doesn't have holes in it. And it's up to you. Some people like take it apart and keep one set one way and like take this in and out, but you can just leave this in if you want to. But what this is so that you can poke holes into your spine to be able to stitch and all of that. It makes it a lot easier, and this helps to line everything up, and I'll show you that again. But this guy here, like I said, has a bunch of functions. So this has right here a distressing tool. So there's blades in there, so you want to be careful. Although it's very hard to get anything in there, but I would still keep it away from kids because there is a blade in there. It is a stainless steel blade, so it doesn't rust or anything like that, because I am always getting glue and stuff on my everything. I'm always getting glue on everything. Glue, or I'm drinking something, or I'm using sprays. That's why this is always, look, you guys, I don't even know if you can see this. Can you see how dirty it is? I don't know, it's totally showing up, but you can see like spray. There's like orange on here and a bunch of other colors, but it withstands it. It cleans off really easily. You can just wipe it down. I've run this underwater before, and it just cleans off, so it's pretty good. And then, so you have the distressor tool. There is a little line guide right here. This helps you. These are 1/4 inch, right? You said? Yeah, these are 1/4 inch lines. I think quarter, half. My brain's not computing sizes right now, even though I do this all day. Yeah, 1/4 inch. There are 1/4 inch lines here, but that's going to help you to line up to put your holes in your spine. And then you have this right here is a center guide. So it works 2 different ways. I can show you that really quick to make it really simple. Let me look for a piece of cardstock here. So this is just a little strip that I cut. So so pretend this is also like a spine, or you have a spine and you're trying to find the middle of your spine so you can poke your holes. When you put this on there, you see that there is lines going this way and there's lines going up and down, right? So all you have to do is line that up with the top line right here, however you want. Doesn't matter how far, and just make sure your edges are lined up to 2 of the holes there, or 2 of the lines on the side, and then you'll be able to get to your center. And then you can just mark your center. So it's side, side, top, center. But this also, if you put this here and center it, and if you're wanting to make like a card or a tag or whatever, you can go ahead and put that on the corners and then just snip it off. This was a special request from one of our people. And see, you get perfect corners each time, which is really, really cool. And then on the sides right here, there's 2 corner rounder templates. This is a 1/4 inch and this is a 1/2 inch. These are measured exactly to that. So you can get like the same result as if you were using a punch, but you don't want to get out your punch or you don't have one. You just line this up. I put it down on the corner like that and then tap it down on the corner like that. You see that little sliver that's sticking out, but it works like perfectly every time. And I just get my scissors and cut around it. And then I have my little 1/4 inch. And then if I want to do the 1/2 inch, I just do the same thing. I just line up the 2 edges and then I round it. And then I have my 1/2 inch corner. So you get like your 2 edges and then you get your 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch rounders. Did I miss anything? I always think I'm missing something. No, I think that's it. Yeah, like there's so many things. But then you also get a stainless steel awl that comes with this set. It is this guy. It's nice and long too. So you get a stainless steel awl. So it's stainless steel here, aluminum here. So it's light. Because the one thing is on my other one, it was really heavy. I got these because I really liked another version that I had gotten a long time ago of this, but the handle was like super heavy. It was kind of annoying because it was so heavy. But this one's not bad. This one you can poke really, really hard. I've gotten through chipboard and everything for my spines. It goes through. It's pretty cool. And then you get these 2 spools. This is just so you can see what the spool looks like, but basically this spool holds your needles. It does come with 2 needles. Again, stainless steel needles with a nice wide eye. And then it comes with, I forget, 5 yards, yeah. 5 yards each of, my brain is like tired today. Yeah, 5 yards each of a black and a white wax thread. And it's really cool because then you could just rewind it again with anything else you want. And we even have like winders that I send with these that you can wind it up with like a drill really quick. So you're not like going like this trying to wind it. You can actually clip this to just like a hand drill or whatever, and then it'll just spin and fill it up for you. It's kind of cool. My brother's pretty good about making those things. So yeah, so I will show you how to use this guy. Hey Google, turn on bright light. Sorry if I set off your G-mans, but I need it more light. That's better. Sun was going down. I have most of the shades and blinds closed so it wouldn't get so hot in here. But let me show you how to use this. I'm going to get my keyboard out of the way real quick. I have a little more room to work with. Okay, so I'll show you how to use this part first. What shall we make? I have some red, and let me grab some chipboard. Let me see. I don't know what has been happening in the neighborhood. today it is now noisy. So I apologize if it starts getting loud. Alright, I'm gonna have to go get chipboard from over here. Be right back. Okay, coming back. Oh, now the other one's going off. Okay. Had to go find some chipboard. I need to get more like thick chipboard. That's my packaging chipboard. When you order papers from us, I always put a piece of thinner chipboard in there. But it's totally usable if you guys want to use it for your covers. It's just kind of thin, so you might want to glue 2 pieces unless you want a soft cover. But I'm just going to, I'm going to make this small because I want to do a mini of this. So I'm thinking, where's my other little book? I'm trying to find one of my minis. I know I just saw one. There's one. Okay. Here's one of my minis. Just trying to make sure that I do the right size here. Yeah, it's like 3x4. So this tool works for any size. Like I've made a full 8.5 by 11 junk journal and mini albums with it, and I've also done like even smaller than this, like itty bitty books, and it helps me do my covers no matter what. So like I did this one with that. This is what I was talking about, where you can use these. You just put it on the corner like that. That way your holes line up perfectly, and you can make a book really easily like this, so that you can close everything in. This is one of our collections as well, if you want to check out that one. This one's called Corvids and Sunflowers, because it's all just corvids or crows and sunflowers. This is like, when you get this collection, it's an 8.5 by 11 collection. So this one actually makes a large book. And then inside of that collection, there is also a mini, not this small, because this one's actually half the size. So this is half the size that the mini is supposed to be. But there is actually a mini that comes in there that you can make another smaller book to go inside of the larger book. But this was cut in half from that as well, so it can have even a smaller mini. So this was really cute. But this one's a huge collection. You can see just from this, and this is just part of the book. This isn't even like the full thing. This is just the mini pages that you get with this collection. I love this one. It came out so cute. I gotta find that. I never glued these corners on, and I lost my other corner. This one's really fun. Alright, so I'm gonna make one this size because I want it to make a mini out of this one so I can use the flowers again. I might do this one 4x5. Yeah, let me do it 4x5. I should have cut it the other way, but whatever. Yeah, I could have gotten more pieces out of it if I cut it the other way, but I'm gonna do this kind of like a 4x5, I think. A little bit wider. Just because I want the flowers to go out more, and I'm gonna cut her out different. It's gonna be a little big though. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, and then I need a spine. I think I will do this one 1.5. Yeah, so sometimes I know some people always ask, like, what do you do first? Do you do your cover first? Do you do your papers first? It just depends. Like, I'm always demonstrating this, so I tend to have a lot of covers already made, and then I just make the paper fit the cover. But sometimes I go the other way around and I get the paper and do all my signatures and then make the cover for the signatures. But if I'm not careful, then I will, like, you know, gator mouth it for sure, which I don't mind. I love gator mouths. But sometimes I try not to get it that far thick. Okay, so like I said, we're just using it so demonstration because it's kind of hard to get like a really big one under the camera. And I want to make a mini right now, so I cut these ones 4x5, and then these 1.5x5, and I'm doing 2 for the spine, so the spine's thicker, and then these are going to be just, it's going to be really flexible for the cover. I like my little ones to be flexible. All right, so that is the only thing. Hello, Catlinks. Welcome in, everybody. That is the only thing you need to pre-cut or pre-measure to make your book cover. Everything else the tool will do for you. No measuring anymore. So that's the only thing. You just kind of got to know what size you want your actual like chipboard pieces to be, and then you don't have to worry about it after that. Oh, you know what? My glue bottle sucks right now. I keep forgetting to see what's going on with my glue bottle. These are old glue bottles, and I think they're finally starting to fight me. They're from like some old Martha Stewart glues, and for some reason this one like wants to explode. And then this one has a shorter, yeah, this one got stuck on me. I'm gonna have to clean them out later. Thank you for joining my team. All right, let's see. All right, and if you're over on YouTube, don't forget to say hi. I know we're kind of bumping over here on the other side. Let me grab a different. I don't trust that. Okay. I was gonna grab a glue stick that I know is pretty good for paper by itself, but I don't trust it with this. But what I'm gonna do is do it a little different, just because my glue bottles are a mess right now and I need to clean them up and figure out and like declog them. It's just because I left them all funky for a while. So if you guys hadn't seen this already, this is my cauldron glue holder. I always turn it on wrong. I think my battery wore out. It did. But it's my cauldron glue holder. It's one of those exclusives that you got to pre-order. When you order it, we make it when you order it. But it's kind of cool because it lights up. It's awesome. Like, I know it's super bright and you probably can't see it now, but it has all kinds of tricks, which is really cool. I'm doing it 4x5 on the covers, 4x5, and then 1.5x5. It's gonna be weird, but because I like weird size journals, but it's the size I want because I want to make a mini of this guy. But yeah, so this is our cauldron glue holder, which is really, really fun. It has different settings that you can either do with the buttons in the back. It also comes with a remote control, so you can control it to change everything however you want, presets, things like that. And it also has an app that you can download to tailor it even more. It'll even like react to sound. There's actually a little speaker right here that reacts to sound or music and stuff, which is really cool. So the cauldron itself will come with a spatula, so you can, or a silicone brush, so you can brush on your glue. It comes with a couple of pins so you can declog your glue bottles just in case. And then it fits like any glue bottle. I haven't found a glue bottle that doesn't fit or that it can't hold. I've tried it with all kinds of different sizes. We even tried it with like a giant wood glue bottle that's like bigger than anything we use in crafting, and it held it no problem, didn't tip or anything. This is like the Scotch Quick Dry. I forget what they call it now. They changed the name, but it holds everything, beacon, all of that. No, it does not have a stopper so that you leave it uncapped. Please don't leave them uncapped. It has a hole on purpose on the bottom so that if you accidentally do something, the glue will go through, but mostly that hole is there because so many bottles keep changing their tips, particularly like Beacon 3-in-1 ended up changing their tip in the middle of us designing this and made it like super long when they stopped using that pointy one and they started using that other one with the loop on the top. Yeah, that was really fun. So yeah, that hole's there for a reason, so that no matter what size tip you have, it'll go all the way through without any problems. And then if you look in here, when you get it, if you haven't looked already, there's a little adapter in here that you can actually string like lights to it or whatever. And then we're going to be working on things that you can like daisy chain to it. Really fun. But yeah, it lights up. It's kind of neat. And then it has this cool base. You can see right now I was using it. It has a silicone bottom, so I can't see right now. There we go. So it has a little silicone bottom. You can either take this out and use it separately. God dang it. Hold on. Puzzle piece. Sorry, guys. Puzzle piece over on TikTok. So TikTok makes you do a puzzle piece. But it's a silicone thing, so you can take this out and just wash it off whenever you don't. This has a little bit of a well, so if you want to add water in here and use that for like some water and stuff, I used it for that. I use this for like my wax melts and stuff like that, my wax seals, so I can melt the wax and then like use my seal to make like separated little ones. I've used it for my hot glue gun, so it holds my hot glue when it's like dripping and all of that. But I also use it for when I need to spread glue out because my glue's being dumb right now. Let's see. Ooh, I need to order glue soon. This is the one I use. Usually works really well. Haven't really had any problems. Like I said, the glue bottle that's giving me a problem right now, not my glue. I'm just going to pour out a little bit right now. It's just so I can glue together my spine. So I want to make my spine thicker. So I can glue that and let it dry. Okay, the mat that I'm using is like a desk gamer mat. We will find out if this is going to come clean easy or not. Probably not, but oh well. Yep. It's so warm, it's drying so fast. Oh yeah, here's a really cool other function for this. It's really great for creasing things. As a substitute bone folder, you can't get like into like grooves of stuff too great, but it goes really good otherwise. You can get into the groove of your spine when you have it and you gotta like press down. This is like perfect for getting in there. I just put my hand like this and then I press down on the spine. You'll see how it is. It's kind of cool. How's work going? It's actually pretty cool. I really like the company. It's pretty laid back and easy for the most part. I should be quiet because then, you know, like Monday's gonna explode. I just wish I didn't have to have the job. But if I have to, it's a pretty great company to work for. It's been pretty fun. The people are really nice. It's really small, which I am not used to. I'm not used to that small of a company like that, except for when I worked for like this little mom and pop like service business. But it's kind of neat. I really like it. They are hiring. If anybody is interested, go to customdecorators.com. I think they are still looking for like 1 or 2 more people to do customer service. Work from home. They give you all your supplies and everything. They're only open Monday through Friday, and I think they close at 6. My shift ends at 5 Pacific time. But I think the latest person stays till 6 p.m. Pacific time. It's just customer service for Hunter Douglas Shades and Blinds. It's called Custom Decorators though. So what they do is like if you ever go into a Home Depot, a Lowe's, Costco in Canada, um, Macy's, DecorView. Uh, they used to work for a company that turned into 3-Day Blinds. I'm missing somebody. JC Penney. I don't know if I said that already. But basically, they, if you have like JC Penney or whatever, like whatever company you go to, and then you've got Hunter Douglas, Kirsch, Levalor, and something else I forget. Different brands. We are the person in the middle that does everything. So you may see like you're getting it sold through like say Home Depot, but then our designer goes to your house and takes measurements and all that, and then we take the order, they take the order, they put it in, we process the order, we send out the installer, um, we cover any of your warranty stuff, like so if something happens, we submit that over to Hunter Douglas, they make it, send it, and do all that. It's kind of cool. Um, but it's pretty easy. I mean, there's some days like this week I had so much downtime, it was crazy. What was good because we were able to get a lot of like side work done, which was neat. But it's really fun. It's really easy. The only thing is like the pay is so depending on where you live, for California, it's definitely not enough. Um, can't survive on it. But it starts, at least for me, I don't know if it's for everybody. It starts at 17 just during the training, and then after 90 days, your pay goes up. Full insurance, all of that. It's only full time as far as I know right now. Um, and like I said, it's really small. I think there's only like 20 of us, if that, customer service wise. There's not a lot. It's kind of cool. So if you're looking though, go over there, tell them Monique Leslie sent you, so I can get the referral, please. Unless you're gonna be bad. If you're gonna be bad, please don't mention my name. All right. So we want to put this together. Really simple. So we started off just by cutting whatever size book we wanted to make. It doesn't matter. You can pick whatever size book you want. Usually for like a junk journal, it's usually like half the size of an 8.5 by 11. But you can make it any size, big or small. Doesn't matter. Ooh, that did not want to focus right at all. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, and it's rechargeable. I forgot. I was looking at it right now, looking at the string. It's rechargeable, and it comes with the cord. So it's just a standard Type C charge cord. And you just charge it. It's good. It's kind of cool. All right. So yeah, you cut this to whatever size you want. And that's the only measuring you have to do. As long as you have a paper that pretty much looks like it's going to be big enough, your tool does the rest. And it comes in a bunch of pretty colors, just so you know. You don't need that part for this. Yeah, it comes in, we have 4 base colors. Pink, lavender, teal, and black are our 4 base colors, besides the special edition that we did with the orange here. But you can get any combo of that. So you can get pink, teal, teal, pink, black, teal, black lavender, basically any combo of that. I think it comes out to 12 different colors that we end up having. Yeah, 12 different color combos. And it has matching kits for it. That's basically our base colors for almost everything we do. All right, so a couple of ways that you can use this. You can either line it up on one of the corners of your paper. This will save you the most paper. If you're just using a simple solid color, I recommend putting it up into one corner. Don't worry if you don't have it like exactly. If you're not sure if it's exactly there, what I'll usually do is just do this and put it on the side of my paper like that, and then just butt it up against it. If you have a scoreboard, I shove this onto the scoreboard and it gets it, like if you really, really need to perfectly line it up for yourself, as long as it's on the paper, you're pretty good. So I just try to line it up the best I can on one of these corners. It doesn't matter what corner it is. All right. And then all you do is get your cardstock, whatever, I mean your chipboard, whatever it is that you're using to make your cover with. This is going to be annoying because I'm used to using my glue. And it keeps drying so fast. All right, I'll do it anyway. I'm gonna pour it on here just because, like I said, my glue bottles are being dumb. So I apologize. But basically, all you have to do is add your glue directly onto this guy or your tape or however you want to get it down onto your cover. I just glue it. After this, I'm definitely going to go wash off my bottles and see why they're not cooperating with me. Because I've had them for like probably 10, 15 years. And like I said, I'm using a super thin piece. That's why it's curling up. But you just hold this and you put this right under this little lip. put it there against the corners, and then just shove it down. You see, it mostly takes a long time because I talk too much, but yeah. And you just put it down. Like I said, my piece of chipboard is really thin, so anyways, it's kind of annoying. But I usually just get it both sides, smooth it out, make sure it's nice and smooth. Right? Now, another way you can do it, if you have, say, I don't know, say you have a pretty paper, like I said, you're getting a little bit of a preview. But say you have a pretty paper and you want to center maybe your chipboard over a particular picture, you can do that as well. You can put your chipboard down first, grab this, put it where it's centered, add your glue, and then shove it under there. And then you're just going to draw a line around it to make sure that it stays centered where you want it. So you can either start in a corner or start smack dab in the middle of a piece of paper. It doesn't matter. But usually I like to do a solid piece of paper so that I have a couple of layers, and it just makes it easier so I don't mess up the printed paper that I'm using if I don't want to do that. So once you have this piece on there, it's easy from there. You're going to pull out this piece, and like I said, it comes solid. So let me show you. I don't know why I have so many of these, but it comes solid like that is how it comes when you just buy the tool by itself. And it slides in and out. I don't know if you can hear it. Hear how it has a little bit of a zippy sound? It's because in here, if you squeeze it just a little bit, so this is on purpose. Do you see how it kind of opens and it kind of, there's a little bit of a gap there? This is on purpose because if you squeeze it, there's teeth in there that's going to lock this in place nicer. But otherwise, you can move it all the other times. But if you see it, you see the little teeth. And that there's teeth in here too. And this, you can see like there's a little thing in here and that. What I do is like spread this out, just kind of like chopsticks a little bit, and like just shove that back in there. It goes right back in, easy. But if you ever get it, because when we first started selling, a lot of people were like, it's kind of warped. I'm like, no, it's supposed to do that. So you just pull this out a little bit. You can pull it out a little bit, a lot. It doesn't matter how long this is. Like I said, that's how far it goes out. But it doesn't matter if it's like a full 12 inches long. It just as long as you get most of it in there. And this is going to butt up like a T-square. So to make sure that your gap is like perfect. Now, here's a little rule that you do for the gapping. There's two sides. You see how those are two different sizes? This one's a little wider and this one's thinner. This is the standard one that you're going to use the most. If your chipboard fits under here and you were able to fit it under here, no problem, doesn't hit and butt up against, you're going to keep it on side A and you're going to use it just like this to put a gap. If you have something that is like way thicker, let me see, I think this is still going to fit. Yeah, okay, just say you have a really, really thick piece of chipboard, or you're using like a book board that like came off a kid's book or something, and it's not going under there, flip it and use the other side so that it gets the thicker side. The reason for that is so that you don't end up where your book is too tight or too loose. So it keeps the gap right here like perfect. We did research, people. We did research measurements, and believe me, my brother is like precise, making sure the measurements are correct for this. So they're very precise to make sure you get like the best gap. But yeah, this goes under here. These holes are basically so you can kind of see under, so you can see if it's like actually hitting it, but really you can feel it and you can kind of see it. And then so you just got to make sure it's hitting against this side and this side. Doesn't matter what side you use, doesn't matter how you put it, however's comfortable and it fits. No hard rules on that. So then you're going to get your spine and you put your spine down. You can even start with your spine if you want to, like in the middle of something, like if you're trying to center your spine on a piece of paper. I've done that before. And you like want your spine to land somewhere, you can start with your spine first and then work your way out instead if you want to as well. But everything keeps it lined up because you have everything on here to guide you. So as long as you push that way and push it down, squeeze this so it doesn't move on you and it straightens out, and then you just shove this in here. Make sure it's butt up against it. So as long as you cut these straight, they're gonna line up, because I can see this one's a little bit taller than this one. But this is perfect. It's not a big deal though. It's not so crazy that it should be good. Maybe going crazy on you. I just smooth it out, and then you just do the same thing. Get that little gapper tool. Again, like if you squeeze it and you try to pull it, it's gonna lock it in place. I mean, yes, if you pull hard enough, it could, you know, move, but you don't want to be damaging your tools like that. It's pretty pliable. I mean, it's pretty pretty durable. Believe me, because I asked all the questions when we were first making it. We were testing different things because we do them on a 3D printer. What's really cool is that we use PLA plastic, and it is a plant-based plastic. So eventually, if you ever have to get rid of it, it is plant-based, which is kind of nice. I'm just gonna get some glue on there. Welcome in. Thank you. I was wanting my water. No, I have glue. Put that in. My daughter is bringing my. Thank you, baby. All right, so I'm gonna put that right there. My daughter brought me my water because I left it over in the kitchen. All right, we're just gonna smooth that out. Okay, I make a mess, you guys, with glue. No idea. So it's not that messy. It's just me. And then I just smooth that on. But somehow it doesn't stay, or it doesn't get in the wrong places. It just gets on me. All right, so now you can see perfect gap all the way through, completely lined up and everything. And because I started in the corner though, since I started in this corner, I have that 1-inch gap that's perfect for folding over. So I have a 1-inch gap all the way across here, a 1-inch gap all the way across here, and it looks like I happen to have a 1-inch gap here. That was just by accident. That was just lucky. I did not pre-plan this size, but it just happens to be that this one's perfectly lined up. But over here, we have a bunch of extra, right? So all you do is put this here. I draw it out. Some people like cut over it, but you do have the chance that you can cut into your tool, but it is pretty durable. I'm kind of surprised people have run through it and not actually cut it. So I just run a quick line all the way around. This is also going to give me my my corner tool, and that is where you're going to follow that A side B side rule again. If it fits under here, stay on the A side. We're going to cut here. If it doesn't, you're going to flip it and you're going to use this guide instead. The reason for that is that if you take a look here, this one's a little thinner than this gap right here. See how this is wider and this is thinner? If you have a piece of chipboard that is really thick, or book board, and it doesn't fit under this, you're going to want it on this side because you need a little more space from you cutting off that corner so that you have a better fold over. You can also use the B side though, even if this still fits under here, but what you're covering it with is really thick, like maybe a thicker like a vinyl or something like that, a fabric maybe that has batting underneath it, and you're going to need a little bit more of a fold over, you can use the other side instead. This is going to give you a little bit more of a gap. It's a 5 millimeter gap instead of a 3 millimeter gap. Now, if it's going to be really, really thick, then you're going to want to go a little bit further, but for the most part, these are the two most used sizes from all the research that we were doing, which is really cool. Let me get that one last one. Really not a big deal, but I'm going to get my last pencil marks on all my corners. So like I said, if it fits underneath this little guy when you're sliding it under, you're basically just going to keep it on the A side. And that's going to be anybody that makes like books or junk journals, for most part, it's going to be that side. The golden books, I think, fit under here, no problem. I got to test it again if you're using the golden book covers. What is the tool called and where can I purchase it? It is the Book Cover Ultimate Guide Tool. You can purchase it from my website or from my TikTok shop. If you look in my profile, we invented it with my brother. I don't know if he's still here. I think he might be. I'm not sure. He might be still on the live, but basically what happened is, here's the story about it. I wanted to buy the other tool that helps you make your book covers, but I couldn't get it, and it was kind of, for the price that I was paying and the inconvenience that it was causing me for some of the things that it does, I didn't like it. So I went to my brother because he told me he got a 3D printer. And I was like, hey, can you make me this tool? It works like this, but I don't like these parts. Um, and we worked together for a long time. And I was like, can we do this? Oh, let's try this. Let's make this. And we came up with this version instead, which I love it so much more. And I'm not just saying that because it's my tool. It's just, I made it because I wanted it. And so then I had to share it with everybody else. And that's how the business kind of took off from there. But yeah, you can go on my profile. You can either get it from my website or you can get it from my TikTok shop. So yeah, we're a very tiny, and I mean tiny. I'm literally like our factory is literally like right over there on a bench. It's myself and my brother, and we do it all. We make it, we package it, run the website. It's just us two. With an occasional family helper or a child that I forced to do packaging or something. Actually she's officially an adult, so it's not child labor anymore. So yeah, you'll be supporting a small woman-owned, veteran-owned family business, which is really cool. Thank you guys. Yeah, and like I said, I'm using like super thin chipboard. Normally you'd probably want to double up your chipboard. I did double up the spine, but you can see like it's ready to go, you guys. And I'll do another one just like without talking. I'll try anyway. I talk too much anyway. Oh, and this is the other part. I use this side to get that all nice and flush against there so I can fold it over really nice and crisp. The biggest, most common question that I always get, and I always mention it, is that people are like, how do you keep it from cracking? Your paper from cracking. One, there are some papers that are just going to crack. You can't help it, no matter what you do. Some of the tips is that slowly work it. Even though it's paper, it's woven, it feels like it's really stiff. It does have a little bit of pliability and stretch. So if you kind of work it slower, don't just fold it over really fast. Like don't go and like don't just fold it over and then do that. It'll almost always crack that way. But if you just do this, I do all four sides first. I kind of, the longer side, I kind of work it up with my hand a little bit. And then I grab it on the side and I just kind of smooth it out. Just like that. That's it. And then just to get it started so I'm not like super pushing it over. Yeah, definitely. And then I just do that again. And right on the side. I reach for this tool so many times when I'm doing other things, like to smooth things out. I use it for my Cricut, but then I made another tool. You'll see the other tool I made. And then I just go back over and then finally smooth it out down and just flatten it out. So you don't have to like reach for a bunch of other tools either when you're doing this. I kind of like smooth it and then just press it down the rest of the way with this. And like I said, I'm using really thin chipboard because it's the chipboard that goes in with my papers. We also have junk journals, scrapbook papers, project papers that you can get from the website. All of those are designed by me. You will not find them anywhere else. Yes, I do use AI, and I also put together from other designers clip arts or drawings, all licensed by me. I paid for them all. But yeah, so we have papers. You can either get them physically or digitally. Almost every single one is offered physically or digitally. And then you can see like it's all nice and perfect. Look at that. Now I just gotta glue or tape. Glue or tape, whichever. Actually, I'm gonna tape my edges down because the glue's getting my nerves. Alright, I know I just bought me a bunch of rolls. I just bought me some fresh rolls. Where'd they go? Yeah, so I was talking about it a little bit earlier. We will have, and I'm sorry, if you're over on the YouTube side, I'm getting a bunch of questions on the other side. If you have any questions on the YouTube side, let me know. Let me know if you can even hear me or if the chat's coming through, because I haven't seen anything come through on YouTube, but I do see people. If you can, somebody go test over my YouTube side. Let me know if it's being heard just fine or my chat's working, because nothing's moving over there. So yeah, I was talking about it earlier today. Like, you know, I've been kind of like MIA for a while. Since we had moved last year, it was like kind of hard to get things out seasonally, like when it should have, or promote it like the way we want it to. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of reintroducing all the collections that kind of like they weren't out that long because either the season was over, you know, just something. So we're kind of reintroducing a bunch of our old collections, but we are coming out with a few new ones. So, you know, like the one that we had, Bold Blooming Beauty, that was the last one we did. It seems like it was forever ago, but it really wasn't. And so that was the one with all the flowers and the girls and stuff on it. And then we also had a few others coming out. So I'm working on a birthday one that I really want to do. And I'm working on a cherry one that I really have been wanting to do. Working on, I can't even remember what I'm working on. I'm working on a few, but it's going to be like one or two collections here or there, and then reintroducing ones that people don't even know we have. Some that I never finished that I started designing last time. Okay, cool. You hear the sound. Good. My brother checked out YouTube for me. Yeah, welcome in our new kids. Yeah. So plus we're adding to the original collections. So I'm also adding like embellishments or ephemera to some of the older collections. So you'll be seeing that as well, which is kind of cool because I found like some really cool stuff to go with them. So yeah. And then we have, like I said, we have the events coming up. For anybody that doesn't know, we created the junk journal retreat. It's a junk and art journal retreat. So whether you're a junk journaler, an art journaler, card maker, scrapbooker, any kind of artist crafter, it's actually a really good event to attend because it doesn't just focus just specifically on junk journaling, like, you know, like how to make it and all that. Yes, we do a little bit touch on how to make them and all that. But we do a lot of art sessions, I guess you can say, which are really fun, which is what everybody really loved about it. It's looking a little wobbly because of how, oops, I should probably like peel that off. That'd be a good idea. It's looking a little wobbly because of how thin this chipboard is, but that's okay. That's why it's looking kind of curvy. Because my chipboard is like folding in. If I put it under a book, it should be fine. Which is funny because it's going to be a book. But see, perfect. Perfect every time. And see right here? If you get this part right here, and just do this, you can flatten that out nicely. That was like a happy accident that I found out. I was like, oh, hey, that fits nicely. And see, and then look, nice and crisp. I like it. And see, my corners all match up. There's not anything sticking out. I don't have a gap because that was my biggest problem. I'm telling you, is every tool and everything that we create, it's because I needed it and because I was annoyed by other tools that were out there, and I was really bad with when I would make my covers, I would make them too loose or too tight, mostly too loose. For me, I was always making them too loose. I would do too much of a gap and they never quite were even. And I always ended up with a gap. One of these always ended up with a gap because I would cut it too close or too far, and then I would have to like cut off the extra that was sticking out. But like this one, every time, look, no like overlap. Like if anything, shoot, barely if that. But no big overlap, no big overhangs, and no gaps in between. Like I said, we researched like crazy to make sure that we had like good sizing on this. So again, this is going to give you a 1-inch border all the way around. You just, some scissors in that. The only time you're going to have to measure is for what size you want your chipboard for your actual like book, around what size you're going to want it. But after that, you don't have to do any measuring or taking out your paper cutter, because you can easily cut it with your scissors and it's going to line up nicely 1 inch all the way around with the gap. So again, A side, if it fits under here, you're going to stay on the A side almost for everything, unless your outer paper is thicker or something like that. B side, if you're using a heavy book board, or if the outside cover is something really thick, then you're going to use the B side for the gap right here. I mean, sorry, for the gap, and then for the corner cutoff. Now, the only thing left on here that we didn't use was this little corner thing. So what that's for is just so that if you want to use, where's my elastic? Sorry, I go off on tangents, but it's so that you can poke the little holes right here, and that way you have another way to do a closure. So it's a really fun, because there was like extra space, so we're like, what do we put there? I'm like, oh, let's put holes. So we're like, holes, so we put holes, and they're perfectly lined up. So if it's a bigger book, you're gonna go further in. If it's a smaller book, you go further out. I don't think we really needed that one little last one, but that's okay still. But yeah, you just put that right there on the corner like that. It just lines up, and you'll get 2 perfectly spaced corners on each side. Sorry, I keep going off camera a little bit, but yeah, it's kind of cool. So now, like, say we want to actually sew a signature in here. You'll see what we use this one for. So this is an add-on set that you can get. Or did I just do with it? I lost it. There it is. It's an add-on set that you can get. And sorry, my packaging, it fell apart a little bit in there. We're still getting like the packaging like down really well. But it's like a reusable bag. That way, if you wanted to, you take out the packaging and just shove everything in there, and everything is kept in one place. But it's also like, it's pretty compact. Everything like sticks to this. But if you want to get the binding upgrade kit, this is everything you need to bind it after. You're going to get this little tool, so it's a helpful guide. It just snaps in place, and you can't snap it wrong. So like, I can't put it that way because it'll eventually just fall out. I can't put it that way because, yeah, no, it doesn't even try. I can't put it that way because, again, it's just going to fall out. And then finally, the right spot, it's nice and stuck. So it's pretty easy when you're trying to like figure out which way it goes. It just works. But it has a bunch of tools here. It's going to give you the little hole thing. We're going to take this one out. Mine doesn't match right now because I have no idea where the one that matches is. It's because I have a bunch of samples and I'm always using different ones. I do know that this is the correct one. But yeah, you just switch that out, and it comes with the kit. We're leaving it that way. We're not making these ones with the holes still because it just looks nicer. Some people have asked, like, why don't we just make the new one with the holes? Because this way you get a little bit of an extra one just in case. But it's because also some people like to use this outside of the tool. You can use it outside of the tool. It still kind of lines up with the T on it if you do it without, but I definitely recommend leaving it in. Because Christy, you guys know who Christy is. She's the one that does the events with me. For some reason, I couldn't get her to keep this in her tool. She kept taking it out. But it does work. But yeah, so this helps you line everything up. It comes with your threads. It comes with your awl to punch the holes. And we use this part to punch the holes. Now, this right here, which is kind of nice, everything that we make, like I said, it was because I kind of needed it, wanted it, or something like that. My eyes, I have an issue on one of my eyes. It was making it very hard to see certain things. And so what this is really good. Like if you have any issues seeing or holding things, we try to make everything either like friendly for vision and all of that. What's cool is that these holes right here are actually bigger on this side and smaller on this side. They funnel down so that you can make sure that your all goes in straight. And I forget to mention that sometimes. So if you haven't really looked, if you look at your tool, these are actually thinner than these. This falls in so that it helps to straighten out your awl. Like it can go a little sideways, but it does straighten out once you start going down. It's going to straighten, so it'll keep it straight. And it fits. I've tried different awl sizes because I have like every awl from every company, from everything. And it fits really nicely. There is, like little gaps here, but it all works pretty cool. So There's a couple of ways you can use this. I'm going to make sure I don't kill my, I'm probably still going to kill it with that, but I'm trying not to kill my new mat. Oh, here. Oh my god, I don't want to poke through it. Let me get something else heavy. Hold on, I'm going to try not to. You can put a really thin pencil or something in there too. But what you do is you can either line it up this way. If you have like a thin, you know, you're just going to put one signature in there kind of thing, you're going to find your center. Remember, we can use this piece to find the center of your spine. So if you wanted to, you could do this, line this up. So again, you can actually see through this. It's a lot better than what the camera probably is picking up. There's lines going this way, and you line up the top of your book. You can see through it with one of those lines. Then you have lines going down this way. You see them right here. And you line the edges of your spine with those to find the center of your spine. And then you can just like either get this and just give a little scratch or pencil just so you can find the center of it. Excuse me. Lots of talking. I talk all day, so. But yeah, so you can find the center of it if you want to. But usually what I do, like this is a 1.5 inch spine. What I'll do is I will put this on here. I will line up the edge on one side right here to the piece here. Sorry, let me drink a little more. Okay. Sorry, my voice definitely starts getting scratchy towards the end of the day. It's the end of the day and the end of the week, and it's bad allergies times. So I'll line it up right here. And then you can see how many holes down you go. And it's pretty even hole-wise and everything. And this basically slides on the edge right here. So you see it like, it kind of like fits in there. I'm trying to get a good angle. There, see? It slides nicely right there. So you can actually just put this on here and it'll stay straight for you. And then you just put this and find that edge like that. And then I can count down and go, okay, well, I want it to be, you know, you can find the center of this if you want to first by checking the holes. So this last hole that's hitting this edge would be this right here. So you can count in from there to see how many holes you need to go in. So we go 1 and then 2. And you basically just keep going that until you hit the center. You can also skip and go, okay, there's 2, there's 2, there. We are working on adding lines, you guys, and numbers, but we're trying to figure out the best way to do that part. And there, look, there's my center. So I know that's my center mark right there. And sometimes because I forget like in 2 seconds, I mark it. Even though I know that's pretty much the one that's next to that. And I'll remember that, but as soon as I mark it, it just makes it easier, right? But then I can say, okay, so that's my center mark, so I know where that's going to be the next time. And then I'll say I want it to go in about 3rd one in, right? So technically it would be the 4th one in on this side. Just poke it through. And then over here, so 1, 2, that's, what did I say? 3rd one in, right? 1, 2, 3, right there. So you have it even. And then I'll just pull this over to the other side and it's pretty even because then I'll get 2 signatures right down the middle. So we'll do the same thing. So 1, 2, 3. I'll do that right here. My brain is tired. Sorry, guys. I'm working all day. All right, and then remembered where our center one is. And there we go. There we go. Perfect. Look, that's it. I talk too much, so it makes it seem much harder and longer, but it really isn't. And then if you want to go back through with your, because I was afraid to poke all the way through. I'm afraid of poking through to my mat. It's still newer, and I don't want to kill it. And then you just poke this through. Like I said, your mat, your kit comes with the awl and everything, so it's pretty cool. And we have, I think, just about all the colors already pre-made. There's a couple of them that we have to fill back some inventory. If you run into a color that is out of stock, go ahead and order it. It just means that we'll print it like on demand instead of it being able to go straight into the box. It might take me like 3 days to get it out instead of just like send it out right away. But you see, then your holes are ready for your signatures, all ready to go. And you can do it any way you want as well. So if you need to add more holes, you're doing different stitches, you can do like patterns and all of that. The other way you can do it is you can come in from the side as well. So you see that there's lines here, and if I want to do more holes, I can line this up. So I can start up here, lining it up, going in and poking my holes all the way across, however big of a spine you want. Because I've made some big old 6-inch, 5-inch spines before, and so this is going to slide out to make a huge spine if you really want it to, and I've used it to make a bigger spine. So I'll start off here, right? And then I can start off over here and do that line. And then I could just keep moving this down the line. So that was there. And then I can slide down and go like one line, line up the other line, poke my holes, line up the other line, poke my holes, line up the other line, poke my holes, do it and poke my holes. And you're like, well, I ran out of lines. Well, then you just go to the other side, line up that other set of holes, and then start working your way the other way until you get to where you're back again. This will, it's enough basically for like a big old 8-inch spine or bigger. And you could just keep going off of those other holes if you wanted to as well. If you want to like do your spine, it makes it even easier because you can like slide it through and just cut your spine first and then put it in and line up the holes again. Because I know some people like template out their spines first with all the holes and then repoke through the paper. I haven't tried it that way yet for myself, but yeah. So, I mean, you can do it this way. You can do it this way and slide it however big you want it. There's all kinds of ways that you can do this. It's just a matter of counting. Like I say, we are working on like trying to figure out an easier, find your center, but your center is always going to be different depending on how big your spine is. So we can't say like that's always your center. It's just not. The cool thing is no matter how far you pull this out, so if I pull this out like, I don't know, let's say I pull it out to like 4, right? If I pull it out to 4 and I line that up with 4, 4 is missing from here. So exactly how much you pull out is exactly how much is here. So if you're 4 in and you need it to be longer, you're going to know that 4 lands here. So that's 5, that's 5. So it always gives you an equal amount until it's gigantor. So think about it this way. If you have a big spine, you could keep pulling this out. This is one side of the spine. So this is how long your spine could be on this. But then you could flip it over and match up the spine on the other side. If you have a giant spine, I mean, I don't know how big of a book you want to make, but you can. But if you also have teeny tiny books, this works just fine with a small book too. Any questions? Let me know if you have questions on it and I can answer your questions for you. But then you could just put together your book, which is kind of cool. And then again, the other pieces on this, if you missed that, again, this helps you center things. It'll also help you cut corners on tags and things like that. It's a multi-use tool. You just, again, line it up with the top line. Line it up on the sides. And then you just use your scissors. Trying to see if I'm lining that up correctly. There you go. I can't see that close. I have to like go like that. There. My eyes are bad. Oh, I think I just hit it. And I just snip off the corners. No special tool needed. No special punches, which believe me, I have all kinds of special punches and stuff to make tags and everything. And, you know, just cut it across. I wonder. Oh, I just thought about something. I wonder. I can. You guys, I found another use. Look, I can just put this here and then like I can just mark off straight across where I can cut. And like I can fold, I can cut, I can do all that. See, I find new uses. Other people tell me new uses. It's kind of fun. So I mean, you can use this to do all kinds of things, which is kind of cool. And then I could just go all the way down. Neat. more fun things to do with it. And then on these two edges are your corner rounders. This is your 1/4 inch, this is your 1/2 inch. And you basically just line it up on the corner and then cut around it. I have another one that I just cut. I'll show you guys. When it gets dark, it's harder for me to see, but I still can see it, which is cool. So here's the cool thing I like about the corner rounder, because that's the 1/4 inch, that's the 1/2 inch. So that's your 1/4 inch, that's your 1/2 inch. You can just tell one's bigger than the other. What's really cool is I don't have to see this, you guys. I can feel it. So if you have bad eyes like me, I'm just feeling for the edge to make sure that it's hitting the edge. You can also just do this, kind of give it a tap down and give it a tap down like that, just to make sure that everything feels tapped down. And even if you can't like completely see that, if you just have some good scissors, you can feel it, and you just cut as you're feeling it against this, and you'll get it every time too. I missed that one little part because I was holding it weird. But see, because I can't see that much of it anymore right now. So I just tapped it down. I tapped it down to make sure it's corner to corner. And then I just cut around it. Kind of fun. I like it. I'm always amazed. See, look, I got a tag. You can do tags, bookmark, whatever it is that you want, and that's easy. Oh, I like it. So see, multi-use, you can do all kinds of stuff with them. And then you have the distressor. So if you want to make a nice distress tag, you use your distressor on the side. Okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. 4 slots to use the distressing part of the tool. What I tell people to do is to use these 3 for distressing, and then use this one to cut your like twine and stuff if you need to. I need to make a follow-up TikTok video showing the whole thing. I tried to do that this weekend. Hello, hello. For what? A follow-up TikTok video showing. I'm sorry. Welcome in, Molly Mom. Yeah, see. So this is going to be recorded, just so you know. It's recorded over on the YouTube side. So on the YouTube side, you guys, it will get replayed if you want to see it again. I only got part of the set. Then you sent me the rest. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I was like, huh? I know who you are now. Okay. My brain is tired. Like I said, it's the end of the day. I worked all day, and then I wanted to do this because I had stuff to do. Yeah, for sure. Did you get it now? I was noticing, like, I got a bunch of packages. I don't know if they got deferred. I don't know if they held on to them because I have them picked up by the post office, that all of a sudden I didn't see tracking for anymore, and then all of a sudden I saw a bunch of tracking. Nice. Yeah, definitely send them over. I love my papers. Molly Mom on the other side on YouTube said that that paper, everyone at the crop I attended was in love with it. Yeah, we have some pretty good papers. There's a couple of them that sell like crazy. One of them being Bejeweled, and the other one, why did I just forget the name of like one of my best-selling papers? I told you I'm tired. The other one is, I'm forgetting the name of my paper, and I love my paper, but I'm tired. When I'm tired, my brain stops working. Do I have it right here? Let me see. There's an idea of just some of the papers. These were some that were like packaged and just sitting there. You guys, what's the one I'm thinking of? I see some of my regulars in here. I literally have to go to my site to remember what the heck I'm talking about. I'm thinking Bejeweled has been the most popular right now, or one of the ones that's becoming more and more popular, and that one is, I will show you which one it looks like. Bejeweled is one that I made to go with my dragon one. And it has, I can't talk on them. at the end of the day for some reason. Uh, it has, there's a dragon one, and then there's the bejeweled. Those go together really nicely, and they're tall and skinny. And let me grab my tall and skinny, and I'll have it over here. So bejeweled is one that's really cool because you can use it kind of like on multiple different things and like on different projects. So it's a tall and skinny. It's basically like an 8.5 by 11 in half, but long ways instead of sideways. One was a floral blossom one, and the other one I got ink spots. Yeah, that's one I'm trying to remember the name. I'm like, my brain is like, it's out of my brain right now. But this is one. So this is the classic dragon. So this is what it looks like. I really love the way this came out. So this is a classic dragon, tall and skinny, right? And this side is actually bejeweled. So they work perfectly together. But bejeweled is kind of like a basic that will go with like a bunch of different collections, which is really cool. Uh, and so I made this one, and this one was really fun to put together, you guys. There's tons of ephemera that you get with it. Um, just so you guys know, I don't cut out your ephemera for you. I am working on doing that more, to give you like packs of ephemera that's pre-cut for you, but for the most part, you're cutting it out yourself, which is kind of neat for people that love fussy cutting. So this is bejeweled, this is dragon, and so it's like that the whole thing. Bejeweled dragon, like that. I love these. Yeah, they work perfectly together, which is really cool. And like all these different ephemera pieces come in it. With the dragon one. Bejeweled is just paper, but it's perfect for filling in stuff. When this one came out, yeah, this one was sold like crazy. But that's what I want to do, is reintroduce a lot of the ones that didn't get introduced properly, or didn't get introduced very long. So that's what we'll be doing this year, is doing it throughout the year, just reintroducing some of them, but also letting out like one or two new ones here and there. Not like where this one, like on some of them, I think I did like 6 or 8 new papers all at once. I love the way this looks. I don't know if you guys can see it the way I'm seeing it. You see that? I love that effect that it gives. It's kind of cool. Because of the paper that I use too, like I said, everything pops. So if you do get it printed by us, we put it on a special paper. And it's just, I'm always doing this, you guys, because it feels smooth and good. I like petting my paper. I know I'm weird, but it's really cool. It makes everything really vibrant, and it's just fun. But this is Classic Dragon and Bejeweled together. And then these papers are from a friend of mine, that she has her own shop. It's called Made by Marley. She's changed the name of her shop. She had closed it for a little while and reopened, but she dyes papers and stuff like that. Um, so if you like any of these papers, she does that. I have a couple of people that actually do it. One of them does theirs with she was doing it with soap dyes because she made soap, and she was stopped making soap, and so she wanted to do something with her dyes, so she used it on paper, which is kind of crazy because soap dye is really expensive, and especially for dyeing paper. But she does like regular dyes to do dyeing paper and all that. And then there's another one. I can't remember the name of her shop though. Um, another friend of mine, she does, another crafty friend, all the little pieces that you can cut out with your collection. I love little tickets and trinkets and things like that, so I'm always cutting these out, and I add it like sticky on the back so that whoever gets this book can stick them wherever they want. But I like little stamps and things like that, so I'm always making those for my collection and like funny pockets. But she does all hers with natural dyes. I go back and forth a lot, you guys, sorry. But yeah, Patty, she does natural dye stuff for this friend, Made by Marley. She does other dies. She finds other ways to do them, which is really fun. But you can see this whole set. This is still more ephemera that like is in there. And if I'm not mistaken, I still didn't finish cutting out all the ephemera that actually comes with this collection. So there's a whole lot more. I love my dragons. Like this. There is even a page, and I think that's the one that's missing from here. I like tickets. I like making tickets and little cards that can be filled out. There is one, there's two actually, two pages that are just full of dragons. There is one dragon that you can piece together that I've been meaning to cut out and I haven't done it yet. That you can kind of like move the wings, feet, and head. So it comes in 3 sections. And you kind of can piece it together however you want. Look at the dragon. And put that in there. And then you have this. And it's super cute. And I like covered up my spine after I sewed it in, and then I pulled the strings flat on one side and then the other side so that it gave that little bumpy effect. And I just let the strings kind of hang out. It's that one, and then these 3 down here. I just like the way they look. I don't know. It's fun to mess with them. But yeah, so that's the Bejeweled. That's one of my popular papers that has been selling like crazy. People have been buying them in multiple packs lately. The other one, I still haven't remembered the name, and I don't know why, which is bad. So bad. How can I not remember the name of like my most popular one? And I don't have it printed because it's always selling, so I can never keep one printed long enough. There it is. Dark Color Splash. I don't know how I forgot the name of that one because that is like my most sold one. It's called Dark Color Splash. I'm trying to think of what I have it in so you can see it because I use it a lot, so it's like scattered in different things. Let me see what this one has. This one has, no, this one has my floral set in it. This is a book I made recently. I think I have it listed. Yeah. Is it? Yeah. This one's listed on the site if you guys want to pick up this one. No, this one just has one cover. I will show you Dark Color Splash because, like I said, it's my most popular paper and it goes with everything. Well, you'll see. I'm grabbing it for you guys. Oh yeah, Bejeweled also goes with my baby dragons. Okay, I seriously don't know how I don't have one. Well, I guess you'll have to go see it on my website. Oh, crazy. Oh, here, I kind of have a sample of it right now. It's bad. I wasn't prepared for this. This was like impromptu, so I'm not that bad of a thing. But this kind of gives you an idea. This is the cover. Thank you. I was saying that the dragon paper is amazing. Thank you very much. So this is Dark Color Splash. It gives you an idea. It's kind of like, it's dark color splashes with little different like color splashes everywhere. This is just a cover I made. I can't find the rest of the paper. I don't have any of it printed anymore because I'm always using it. Like a lot. And anytime I do have it, it sells. I end up having, I'll print a set so that I have it on hand all the time and it will sell out. So I don't have it long enough to show samples all the time. Even though I thought I had a set. Where did I just look at it? It's bugging me. Yeah, I'm trying to get organized more so that you guys always have a set to look at. But I started selling off my samples just so they weren't sitting and they didn't get damaged from me constantly handling them. Oh, I think I know where it's at. But yeah, if you go look on my website, you can see Dark Color Splash. Like I said, it's my most popular paper, and it goes with everything, which is really cool. And then this is the other dragon one. This is the baby dragon. There's more of it. This is what I was talking about. If you missed earlier, that I'm going to be doing oopsie sales. So somebody had ordered this on cardstock, and like I said, we're tiny still, so we don't have big. Um, yeah, I do like How to Train Your Dragon. That's why it kind of looks similar. He's very cute. Um, but uh, we're still small, so we still use small, small home type printers and stuff like that. And sometimes my cardstock does not like to go through my printer nicely. So when I do oopsie sales, we sell things like this through the oopsie sales, where it kind of like slid and it like got stuck, and it didn't quite center. But if you cut this, it's still perfectly fine. So like I said, I'm gonna try for Sunday if I can get some other things that I need to get done. You see, this is kind of slightly tilted, and I just won't send it out like that. But really, there's nothing wrong with it. Maybe this one might end up, a little short, but still cute. Nobody's head's cut off. But I'm gonna try on Sunday to have that oopsie sale. If I do, I will send out an email. So be sure that you're on my mailing list so you get that. But yeah, if you're new, I do a lot of dark colored papers, and the one cool thing that I like about the paper that we print on is the black comes out crazy, that it looks like velvet. Like it looks like you could, if you were to touch it, it's like you would think it was velvet. So here's one of my other popular ones, Dark Nature Celestial. This one tends to sell a lot all year long. It's witchy and moony and florals. It's really fun. It's 42 pages. I do make hefty sets a lot. I can't help it. I will start designing, and then I'm like, I'm not going to make it that big this time. And then I still end up making it big. It's crazy. I'm working on matching stickers for the baby dragon and the dragon. I wanted to do some stickers. It was really cute. I was trying to see how it would look like on a clear sticker. Not too bad. Sorry, it's shining a little bit. Oh, these are notes for something that I was recording for an event that I'm going to be in. So those are going to be fun. What else? Any questions on anything I did or anything I had? So like I said, that's the tool. Definitely fun because it works pretty good. See, I try to put it on wrong. And see, it's kind of neat because it's just compact and everything just sits there. You put it all away easily. It makes it so much easier. I'm trying to see if I have one of my... I'm always losing my spools. And I know I have like a bunch of them up here from the last time I cleaned up my desk. So we have other tools too. So that is like our most popular one. Like this. But we also have line guides for the insides of your books. We have 3 different sizes, so they look like this. You can order them in different colors. If you order them on TikTok, it's a little bit different on the colors sometimes because it's just weird on how we enter them. But definitely on the website, you can order them in any color that you want of the 4 colors that we have. The paper, it came on was great. It did have a nice velvety feel, right? It feels, I love petting the paper. I always explain that I love petting the paper. So we have 3 different sizes on the line guides. We have the 3/16, which is the smallest. You can see it's really narrow lines, which is really cool for like little tags and stuff. You want more writing, small areas. It's pretty cool. And then we have the 1/4 inch line guide. So these are 1/4 inch gaps in between each line. Plus like handy ruler sides all the way around. And then we have the 3/8 of an inch. These are a lot wider if you want more gapping between Figured these are like the perfect like 3 sizes. I don't think there's any other size we would need. I don't know. You guys let me know. Like, do we need a bigger gap? Or smaller? I don't think we need smaller. But these seem to be like the perfect like 3 sized gaps. And you can get them in pink, teal. These ones come in 3 colors, sorry. Pink, teal, or lavender. So I guess kind of like that. But you can order each size in any color that you want. So whether you want it pink, teal, lavender, pink, teal, lavender, pink, teal, lavender. And it's kind of nice because your tabs all line up like that. See? I love that we can see these loud and clear, if that makes sense. The paper, oh yeah. So I like, the one thing I was like, I need to be able to see it. I need to be able to see the lines. So I have a hard time seeing, again, like I said, so I needed to make sure that I could see what I was doing and what size everything was. So everything's nice and big. It comes in millimeters and inches. Um, so you have both systems, which is kind of cool. Uh, you have all of your guides on all sides for measuring. These are all 1-inch gaps. Your numbers are nice and thick, so you can kind of see them. Yeah, some of them do get cut into because of the line right here. But for the most part, you can pretty much still tell what number everything is. The other cool thing about it is that, again, remember how like I said the holes funnel? This does the same thing. These go in a V to help you straighten out your pen, pencil, whatever you're going to use. So this side is much thinner opening than this top side. You can kind of see it. You see how like it tapers in on each side? But that's so that when you're putting pencil, pen, whatever it is, and it fits most pretty sharp sized pens and pencils. I love this marker. I wish they would make more. But when you put it in, it will help guide it to straighten it out. Same thing. So like if you can't find the line, because sometimes I can't see the line correctly, especially like little like this, it looks funny. I can actually, I'm gonna write on my freaking thing. I always do that. Here, let's put on the tag. So see, like lines and weird lines make it hard for me to see. So I can go in here though, and it will straighten up my pin. This one's really thin, so it has a little bit of movement, but for the most part, it will straighten it out. And then you can make lines. You can see through it a little better, but with the way the light is right now, I can't see. But what you can do is you can follow it. Like, so say if you want to start here and then just keep going across, you can kind of measure how far across you want it. So that, see, that's the 3/16. And then you have your 1/2-inch lines. Or, sorry, 3/8-inch lines, not 1/2-inch, sorry. 3/8-inch lines. And then your 1/4-inch lines. Put that down there. So those are your 1/4-inch lines. So it'll fit like anything you want it to do. It's pretty cool. And then that's another one of them. And then we also have the pressure tool. So I changed the name on this, officially finally changed the name on the website for this, because at first it was going to be, it was my stamp smushy tool. Because if you do any kind of stamping, you know that there's like tools that help you like press down your stamps to make them smooth out nicely. But I never liked any of them. I ended up making one of my own because I liked the feel of it, and I actually made it from a block of wood, some felt, and I painted it with glitter and all kinds of cuteness. And people kept asking me to make them, but it's hard because the block of wood is hard to find, and I can't get them in bulk because they only sell it with like other shapes of wood. Let's see if I have my original in here. Yeah. So it was like this block of wood, and then I made it. It's a little bit big, so we kind of modified it a little bit. But these are hard to get by themselves, just this shape. They only sell it like with multiples of different shapes. So my original one was that with glitter and all that, which was done because I used the Ranger glitter, like the Ranger little pot Tim Holtz glitters, and those things were expensive, and it would take me like a pot just to cover the top, and I think they were like $6, $7 for the dumb little glue pot, and like I didn't realize I paid a ton for a little glue pot of glitter glue. But then we made our own, and it's really pretty because you can kind of see through it, so you can see how it was printed, but it makes a pretty little diamond design. And then you can choose what color star you get. So again, it's either going to be the lavender, the teal, the pink, or the black for the center. And then we get like a close matching felt for the other side. And it comes with two felts so that you can change them out. If you ever wear this out, you can change the felt out. It's just sticky and it comes with it. Uh, and then we're going to have refills for them too that are going to be pre-cut, because I use mine a lot. You can see like I've loved mine because this is like, it gets wet and everything. I've used it for a ton of different things. So it started off just for stamping. So this is what they look like. They're really cute. I love the way they look. They're kind of neat. And there's the logo to match and everything. Um, it started off as a thing just to push down for stamps. So like when you have like a stamping platform, it helps you to like evenly give you pressure to stamp it down and everything. But then I started using it for like scraping things with the hard edge. And then I also did it to smooth out paper, to smooth out glue on papers. I do that a lot. So sometimes I get glue on here, but it comes off kind of easy. So like if I need to like smooth this out, I would go in here and do that. What I like about it is because the felt that we use, you see the thickness on that? The felt that we use is Kunin felt. It's a recycled plastic felt. They use post-consumer plastic, so it's not like factory recycled plastic. It's like post-consumer plastic, like plastic bottles and stuff, and they make felt out of it. It used to be Joann's carried it all over. Oh, poor Joann's. Rest in peace, Joann's. But Joann's usually carried it, and Michael's used to carry the Kunin felt, but then they stopped carrying it. So I got to figure out, I got to order it only online. They do have it online, but it's thicker and it's nice and it's soft and it's really durable. So that's why I use that felt on here. But it just peels off. It's double stick and it'll peel off. You can peel it off and then add a new one. Like I said, it comes with two felts, so they're really cute. But I use it for like smoothing out everything. I use it for my Cricut to smooth out like papers on my Cricut mats. I use it for smoothing out glue. I use it for like edging things. I'll use the other side for like scraping things off, um, cleaning up my glue that gets on this thing. So I call it my stamp smooshy. I mean my craft smooshy now, because you can use it for all kinds of different crafty things. And then I kept it the shape because my hands tend to hurt doing stuff. So I can just like lay my hand on it and just like use my body weight and move it around, and it still holds. It holds nicely in the grooves like of your fingers and things like that. So it just kind of holds it, and you can guide it, or you can hard hold it if you really need to get down there somewhere. Um, but I like it because you can put your fingers like this and it moves. Put your fingers hand on it and it moves. You can do this and it moves. And so it's good like if you need to position your hands different ways to be able to get it to do things. You know, I can do this, I can do this. But it's kind of fun. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. I don't know, what else do we have? I have no coffee today. Oh, we also have our, which I have it buried over here. I think I still have it here. Somebody just bought one. I just smelled one out. Did I put it back already? No, I didn't. Sorry, drink of water again. We also have the mat extender for your Cricut trays. So this goes in your Cricut, and I always lose mine because I'll show it and then I'll lose it. Oh wait, it's in my tray. It does actually sit in a Cricut maker tray, like if you need to put it away. But what this does is this right here will clamp on the end of your Cricut. So let's just say, example, your Cricut tray, like the little fold down, comes with a little lip like this sort of when you open it up. And so what you do, take this off, is this will fit right in the tray. I'm gonna have to open one because I don't know where the other one is. So sorry. I'll put it back in nicely, I promise. But it basically sits on the tray of your Cricut like that, and it's not gonna stick, like your tray sticks a different way, so it does go flat. Right now it's kind of going up in the air, which I don't think you can tell. You'll peel this off, but then this pulls out. You can see pictures on the website, but this pulls out and it can extend up to 18 and 5/8 inches. When it's down like this, it's 7 and 3/8, and this you'll use like for standard mat, nothing too heavy, you know, just to so that your mat's not hanging over. It's really good when you don't have a lot of space. If you pull it out one level, that's really good. Like if you have the card mat, you need just a little bit longer of a paper is sticking out on your mat or something like that. Maybe extend it all the way out. It's perfect for the 12 by 24 inch mat. But it gives you more than enough room, which is nice. This ends up on the 12 by 24. It ends up right at the end of it. And then on the second one, it's card mat. And then all in for your regular mat. It's kind of cool because it'll fit different Cricuts. So you can use it not only for the Cricut Maker, Cricut Explorer. I believe we've tried it on just about every single one except for the brand new Cricuts. So I couldn't say if it works on the brand new Cricuts yet. But this one's really fun. It's pretty popular because it's simple, but it's a nice little design. It does come in a different blue. This one doesn't come in different colors. This one comes in a different type of a blue color, which is kind of neat. I'll put this back. Yeah, if you guys want to get this, it's kind of cool. This came with, was it this one? Yeah, this one came with the keyboard. Was it this one? Wait, no, this one came with it came with something. I know it came in a set. I don't remember if this is the one that came with the keyboard and the mouse. I want to say yes. This one came keyboard, mouse, and riser. And this is my new, I had got new ones because I destroyed my other ones. My new little cloudy guys, which is really cute. I like my clouds. I'm missing a tool. What am I missing? Oh, you guys saw the cauldron. So again, the cauldron comes with the brush, the thing, the bottom, everything, which is really cool. Those are made to order though, so when you order it, just know that it does take some time because it takes a good like couple of days just to make it, just to make one. So yeah, those you have to pre-order and you get everything with it. And then, oh, we have a snowflake glue holder that's really fun. I use that a lot actually, and so does my brother. He uses it to hold like pins and stuff, but I like my glue. I use it because like all year long because the shape ended up being kind of cool because I found out not only could I put like glue in the center, but I can put smaller bottles of like glitter glue and stuff all along the sides, and it holds multiple glue bottles. This is another one of those happy accident kind of ones. So like if you're doing like a glitter glue project or anything that has like small bottles, they actually fit on the sides too. But it was really cute because it was a pretty snowflake at the same time. We don't have a lot of those left though. And I don't know if we'll remake these. It's kind of like till they were sold out kind of thing, but we only have like I think 3 or 4 left. It's kind of cool. You can also turn it that way. Stamp on things with that shape. It's pretty durable and it's really pretty. And they all come slightly different gradients. I'm thinking I want to design another one that maybe is a flower shape that has similar sizing. So you have a flower instead, and then you get one all year long. So we're doing like different seasons. So we'll see which one comes out next with that. I keep feeling like I'm still missing tools that I'm looking at, but I think that's it. Like, what else do we make? We do sell the spools separately. The yarns, I mean the thread spools. They come in 4 packs, either single colors each or or a mix of all 4 colors. So these are the spools. Whenever you get a set like this, they always match this, but you can get them either like 4 pinks, 4 blues, 4 teal, sorry, 4 teals, 4 pinks, 4 lavenders, 4 blacks, or one of each, 4. A set of 4 of one of each. They do come, when you buy the 4-pack, it comes with 1 needle. These come with 2 needles when you buy the big set. Oh, and when you guys buy one of the tools. So just so you know, so this retails 25. This retails for 20. Believe it or not, this costs less to make than this. So this is 20, this is 25. But if you get them together, you'll get them for 40. So you get 5 off if you get them together. I can't say the thing because I'm on TikTok and TikTok's kind of crazy about that. I can't say the word. Um, but yeah. So if you get this though, when you order one of these, you get a mini version of it with it. Let me see if I have mine. People actually got theirs before me. I was mad. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You get a mini version, like so you can use it for a keychain or whatever you want. I'm getting it right now so you can see. It's not a functional one. It's like you could kind of use it, but I mean, not really. It's just more cute. So whenever you first get one of these, you'll also get like a mini version of it. We try to match the color, but if not, you'll get a similar color. That way you can see what they look like. But we are trying to match more the colors. We might start printing more so they color match exactly. But you get a baby one whenever you order your tool. You should have a baby one in there. And then you can use it like a keychain or put on a book or put in whatever you want. I mean, technically you could like slide something under there and you still could line up the little edges. But yeah, you couldn't like do that side. You could do this side, the B side, and do that. Like if you really want to make it itty bitty mini, it's semi-functional. It just doesn't have the slide out. We were trying to figure out if we could get it functioning to do a slide out, but it's so small I don't know if it would work. And there are holes. I don't know if you can see that. The holes actually function too. But yeah, you get a baby one whenever you get one of these. Plus we're still doing the charms. I was thinking I might do the scissors for the one of the charms because it was really cute, but we do sell the scissors. Those are going to be on the website as well, but I was thinking that that might be one of the charms. I'm missing one, and we somehow missed March, and now that we're in April, D, we got to get on that. We somehow missed March. March flew by, I don't know how, and we missed March. So we might combine March and April together, but right now the one that's been going out is the heart balloon. If you can see, it's a cute little heart balloon. So that one's still going out, but if you want one of the other ones too, we can send those out. They're kind of like seasonal looking, but they might change. But every time you make a purchase, you get one of these, and then every $10 after that, you get another one. So, and sometimes I'll mix and match them just so you can get more than one if we have any leftovers of the other ones. But basically, those are kind of till supplies last kind of thing, which is fun because we always give a little something out with them. I don't know what else. What else is happening? I think that's it. You did get a little bit of a preview of one of the papers that's going to be coming out. I'll show you a bit of a preview on it. But this is like a mini version of it. This is going to be exclusive to an event that I'm in. So if you want to end up finding out how you can end up getting this one for free, you need to get on my mailing list. And then there will be another set that's bigger that will match this. This one's small. It's 13 pages. This one will be on the website after the event. But here's a sneak peek of one that's coming out. It is super cute. I might tweak it a little bit, but for the most part, I think it's done. I like it. But I will make another one that goes with it that's much bigger. And like I said, I have a birthday one that I'm working on that's going to come out. I have that one. I have, why can't I think of the third one? I have a lot, you guys. There's so many. I'm trying to get them all out in the time I have. But I think that's it because I'm hungry now and I'm tired. I'm going to go watch something, I think, for tonight because tomorrow I have a lot to do. I got some filming to do. I got some stuff I need to make. Again, head over to the website, sign up for the mailing list, and sign up for the free membership. If you are new here, my website has free membership. It's totally free. It gives you access to all the freebies. to the members clubs. We have different clubs or groups. We have scrapbooking, card making, junk journaling, general crafting, journaler, not journalists, sorry, planners, entrepreneurs. That one's really fun. They're all really fun, actually. I think still the biggest one might still be the junk journal. But yeah, we get all kinds of different ones. And then each group is also connected to a Telegram group, so you guys can live chat or live craft together. Um, we have exclusives, all kinds of stuff. There is a lot of freebies coming out, you guys, because I've been working on them, and I'm going to end up loading them all at once because I have been making them and not loading them. So you're going to see a whole bunch of them get loaded all at once. Really fun. I can't think of what else. I know there's a lot more. Yeah. Oh, this weekend too, a lot of embellishments are gonna go. Not just the ones I showed you guys earlier. There's actually more embellishments to go with other things that are gonna be really fun on there as well. So look out for all of that. And if there's any themes, I still have my list of themes that I'm working off of that people have requested. But sometimes I just like think of one and then I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna run with that one because I like inspiration hits and I go crazy with it. But if there are any other themes, you can always submit them on the website that you're looking for. Just know I get a lot of requests that people need a certain theme, but they need it really fast. It takes a while because I have other ones in line already. So sometimes, yes, if I like think of something and you tell me, you know, you need, I don't know, what was the one I got last was, oh, dragon fruit dragons. It took me like a good, I don't know, 6 or 8 months before I finally did it. Even though I like had the inspiration in my head, but I had so many other ones that I had to finish before it. It took me a while to make it. So just know I love when you guys special requests. Sometimes it'll happen. Sometimes I can get it out in like a week. Other times I am not going to be able to get it out anytime soon. But keep the ideas coming if you're looking for a certain kind. Just know my aesthetic is either dark and pretty or vibrant and colorful. Um, the only thing you will not see me do is any religious ones. I don't do that. So those are ones I won't do. Not certain like certain things. So I won't do those. Maybe special request, that kind of thing. I might do something a little bit, but I don't usually do those ones. Other than that, just about everything else I will. I have some like poppy ones that I want to do, some really fun things that I want to. They're always either fun or really elegant and pretty, vintagey, uh, punk rocky. Lots. I have a eclectic collection of what I like to do. But yeah, so I will catch you guys later. Thanks for joining me. I know it's been a while. We will try to do this more often, at least once a week, if nothing else. Probably Friday nights, just like this. Trying to get on back on a schedule for doing these lives. But yeah, if you guys have questions, let me know. See you later. Have a good night, guys. Bye.